Hello, hello. I am just checking if I am live. If I am indeed coming to you live with what is going on with my hair today? That's insane. I need to fix that. Jeez. Right, yes, if I'm live, you're catching me live with this wonky hair. Please give me a wee hashtag live in the comments below. And if you're catching me on replay, please come back in time and fix my hair. Right, let me see. Am I live? Am I doing it? Am I doing it? I think I'm doing it. Yes, I am. I am indeed. Fabulous. Right, my darlings. So, there is no document for today. For a couple of reasons. One, today is my husband's birthday, so I have actually been caking. I made a cake yesterday and I decorated the cake today, and I'm going to post a picture of the cake in the group because it is absolutely bang on tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. So let's all wish Mr. Delvis a happy 41st birthday. And this time of year, I need to change that seriously. This time of year, I love because my birthday's in August. I'm a little bit older than Dell, so he's 41 and I'm 42, but I'll be 43 in August. So there's this little gap here where it's only a year between us, which makes me feel slightly less old. So, sorry, my charger's falling out. It's all a disaster. It's all a disaster here. I'm emptying my office. I'm getting a new carpet fitted tomorrow. It needs decorated. There's a mattress. You can't see. There's a mattress in my top landing. There's a rolled up carpet in my bottom hall. There's a carpet delivery guy from Nottingham that's waiting outside in the front garden for a cup of coffee. Anyway, right, so today's live is all about how to navigate events, birthdays, anniversaries, occasions, social life, etc., and still lose week on week. I'm being very careful of the words that I'm using here because I think some of the words I'm using is what's been causing me to get blocked. So there's no guide. I am going to be creating a Smart Girls guide on navigating events, occasions, birthdays, etc., and still losing the number in the scales week on week. So if you want that, give me a yes below. Give me a yes below. I'm not going to make it until I've got some yeses. Because I have been not burnt in the past, but I have spent loads of time building out new things and packs and trainings, and nobody wants it. So if you want it, you're going to have to comment yes, and if I get enough yeses, I will build it. If you build it, they will come. I believe that is from Wayne's World too, when they had the festival. For those of you in your early 40s, you'll know that. So the principles of events, occasions, etc., is still the same principles as general fat loss. Okay, so calories in versus calories out is the equation. So it doesn't really matter what we do if that calorie in number is less than the calorie out number, you're going to lose body fat. Okay, so if you've ever done any of my challenges and come to the workshop at the end, you'll know that in theory, it does not matter what you are consuming as long as that calorie number, there's a deficit. Now, in practice, spending a week eating McDonald's and takeaway and cake and bevying isn't going to do you any favors long term. Your stomach's going to be in bits, your digestive system's going to be a riot, your skin's going to be disgusting, your breast's going to be honking, you're just going to feel greasy and crap and no energy. So, that's a downside, but if you're tracking everything that you're consuming and it is in a deficit, then the theory is that you will burn fat. Okay, so knowing that equation is that equation, how do we then navigate through life and be able to have fun without us feeling like, oh well, I've had a takeaway, I've blown it, and then just turn to consuming all the food. Okay, so one of the biggest things I can advise you is plan in advance. So if you know that you've got something coming up at the weekend, we're going to start seeing more going out for meals and whatnot now that restrictions are opening up. Plan in advance. Know that you going out and having a meal out is not failing. That's not being bad. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know my opinions on bad versus good eating. You're not being bad. we are entitled and definitely allowed to be enjoying ourselves. We are definitely allowed to be having nice food every once in a while. It's an occasion. It's when it becomes, something that is the norm, that is, it becomes a little bit more challenging. Okay, so plan in advance. It doesn't mean always going to, I don't know, a health food restaurant or a vegan restaurant or Nando's because you know it's high protein. It's, bearing in mind going, right, okay, I know I'm going out to this really nice restaurant and I'm going to be having, I don't know, that's Italian, I'm going to be having pasta. That means that maybe 4 days before it, you maybe undercut your carbs slightly, or you don't eat as much carbs, or you eat 200 less calories a day. And it's this is not the same as eating 1,000 calories a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so that you can then go and binge eat at home at the weekend. That's a whole different behavior. That's something else entirely. I'm talking about when it's an occasion. If you're finding that you're binging every single weekend and you're starving all through the week and then overeating and drinking because you've saved enough calories, that's something completely different from an occasional event. Okay, so big mindset shift. Going out for something to eat, having a takeaway is not failing. Okay, not failing at all, and we should be able to do that. And when we're looking at menus, I know I sort of think, oh, we'll always ask for it to be dry fried or ask for it to be the sauce served on the side. And some of those principles are absolutely bang on. We've all been in restaurants where the size of the plate and the food is just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So the way I tend to go is, if you're having a starter, have something that's not creamy. The bread's going to bag you up and you're going to not enjoy your actual food and it's going to make you feel really uncomfortable. So, something that's high protein, something that's fairly light. Having a side of salad, having chips in a bowl, all these different things can make a real difference. If you can look at the menu in advance, happy days, but don't be the person that says, oh, I can't go there because there's no chicken, rice, and broccoli. Go to places, enjoy the food. On the run up to things, I've taken some notes here, so it might be all a bit messed up. So plan in advance. On the run up to whatever the event occasion is, make sure you are hydrated. So, lots and lots of water, and that's for a couple of reasons. One, you're going to be too busy going to the toilet to even bother eating while you're out. That's one. I'm only kidding. Two is if we are dehydrated, we slump. We get that kind of, oh. So say it's a Friday, you're not hydrated enough, you're going out on Friday night. By the time it gets to 3, 4 o'clock, your energy's dipping and you've got that hunger thing going on. Now, if you weren't going out for dinner, you'd probably be like, oh, I need a chocolate biscuit, or I need a bit of cake, or I need something to perk me up. Because you're going out, you'll tend to go, no, I can't have anything, I'm going out, I'm going out, and I'm going out. But the time you get out, you're so low in energy that you're just gonna grab anything at all. There'll be no thought behind it. I'll just be like, give me that big bowl of carbonara with extra parmesan or whatever it is. So your ability to make positive choices is going to be slightly less than if you had the energy, if you stayed hydrated. So that's the first one. With the hydration piece, on a hangover day or a day after consumption of alcohol, hydration is your biggest win here. You probably know yourself that the day after you've been drinking, you tend to crave carbs more. And that's really hard to contend with because the hangover, again, decision making goes out the window. So hydrate, 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 hydrate. On the run up to an event, high protein, if you're snacking, go with chicken based, Babybel lights, protein snacks. Again, it's going to keep you fuller for longer, so you're going to have less of that, I need to eat and I'm going to eat everything, and then the breadsticks come out and you're like, or you're just going for the most attractive sounding thing in the menu with no thought behind it. Events, when it comes to alcohol, bear in mind wine, beer, cider, huge in calories. Huge in calories. So a bottle of wine, I think I worked this out, about 700 calories, I think, which if you are 5'4", and you're 170 pounds, give or take, that could be half your daily calories in a bottle of wine. So obviously we want to look at calories at a weekly level. So at a macro, we're going to look at macros at a macro level. So look at macros across the course of a week. Look at your calories across the course of a week rather than just on a daily going, I've worked out my calories and it says I should be in 1,500 calories a day and I must stick to that. No, like feel free to have 1,200 calories one day, 1,100 calories the next day. And then that's going to give you a little bit more for that occasion. It's an occasion thing. It's not every weekend. Again, I mentioned that. That's a whole different issue. Picking alcoholic drinks for calorie number, your gins and slims, your vodka and diet cokes. Clear spirits are much, much lower in calories. From a weekend point of view, I've actually started just having slimline tonic and fruit in it, lime or lemon or grapefruit is also quite nice. So I'll maybe have one or two gins and then I'm just going to have tonic, which has actually been quite nice because it's obviously hydrated me and I'm not waking up with a foggy head and I need half a loaf of bread to feel better. So that's quite good. So give that a wee try. I think the biggest thing to remember as humans, our biggest driver is our sense of identity and our sense of purpose. So this is going a bit into more kind of mindset and psychology coaching, but that is our biggest drivers, purpose and identity. So think about the person that you want to be. Do you want to be the person that can go out with the family and enjoy a meal and stay in control and do that whenever they want? Or do you want to be the kind of person that refuses to do events because you're on a diet or refuses to do anything because you're trying to lose weight? The whole point, food, socializing is part of our culture. It's part of our life. It's not something to beat us over the head with. It's there to enjoy. So think about the person that you want to be, and if you want to be the person that does enjoy all of these things, it's not it's not an excuse to go out and binge eat or binge drink. That's the person that you are. That's the person you want to be, rather than the person that's always trying to do these things and not succeeding. So think about that. If it's something that has been a few years in the making where you've struggled to stay in control, think on, what could that reason, why is that happening? What can we do to try and overcome that? Who is the person that you want to be? And jot down some characteristics of the person that you want to be. It's a really interesting thing to do, and it takes like 2 minutes. Just 5 characteristics of the person that you want to be. So yes, that's taken away from the tactical things like the higher protein and the staying hydrated and the planning in advance. We're taking it at a deeper level, thinking about the person that you want to be and your purpose. All right, so the final note is you're ultimately responsible. I'm not responsible for your actions. Your husband or girlfriend or whoever is not responsible for your actions. You are always in control of the choices that you make. You're always in control of, the movement from hand to mouth. So I know sometimes, and I genuinely do know sometimes, it does feel that it's a challenge to make the right choices. But if you take back control, take back you get to choose what you do and how you do it. And I think that's a really, really powerful thing, because we tend to forget, after like 2 years of a certain type of behavior, it becomes a habit, but you have the power to change it. And, take that power back for yourself. If you want to make changes, you get to make changes. It's not, I have to, it's not a chore. You get to make those changes. You get to be the person that you want to be. And I think that in itself is really, really powerful. So on a final note, I realise I'm rushing tonight, and it's a slightly shorter one because we are having a takeaway and we are having cake here at Team McElhinney's Towers. Team McElhinney Towers. So, and that is something that I have planned for this week, and I know that that means for me, because I am trying to lose body fat for a photo shoot later on in the year, but I know for me that means that I am having to make sacrifices at the weekend. So at a weekend we'd maybe have, we'd be in pizza night on a Friday night, but I won't be having the pizza on Friday night because I'm using that extra calories for me today. So yes, see where your priorities are and see how you can be in control of how you manage those priorities. Alrighty, so if you want that Smart Girls Guide to Eating Out Occasions events, you want me to build that, I'll be doing it over the next couple of days. I need you to put a yes in the comments below, and I will get cracking on that for you. Alrighty, now can I see questions? If you do have any questions, could you please let me know, because I can't see comments. For some reason, I cannot see comments, so I'll just check on my phone. It's very rude, isn't it? Very rude. Groups. PMW. Oh, I've got 12 comments. Hello, hello, live. Yes, yes. Good. We've got some comments coming through. In the words of Wayne, I can't remember his second name. Wayne, in the words of Wayne, build it and they will come. I think it might have actually been Jim Morrison in Wayne's World 2 that said that. But anyway, have an awesome evening. I am away to await the delivery of the takeaway, and I'm going to post the cake, which is not blowing my own trumpet here, epic. Now, I'm not an actual baker, so yes, have an awesome evening. Any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll pick them up either later tonight or tomorrow. And I will, if I get enough yeses, I'll be building out that training. All right, peace out. Have a fabulous evening. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.